The Supreme Court just overruled the 2/3 requirement to raise taxes. What can be done to keep the taxpayer protections in place?
Well, I think the court made it clear that, in their view at least, it requires an amendment to the Constitution. And it's clear that people all over the state, by a very wide margin, have repeatedly supported a supermajority. And I expect that there'll be a constitutional amendment. If we put it in the Constitution, then we won't have to keep coming back and voting on it over and over again.
And I understand in early February you joined an effort to make that part of the House rules?
Yes, and that was early in the session, and just make it a practice in the House. We would use a supermajority. I think it was a 60% majority to increase taxes, and I think we'll keep working on it. There's no question that's what the public wants.
Recently, House Democrats introduced a transportation package that would increase gas taxes by 10 cents and bring back the car tab fees based on the value of the vehicle. What are your thoughts on this proposal?
From what I'm hearing, it is not resonating with people anywhere. But there's several things about that. One is that the solution in transportation always seems to be more and more taxes. They never go away, they never get adjusted later. And the other thing is that we've had a series of problems, both design and construction problems, over the last few years that I think has to be addressed. And so the public's not going to accept higher taxes until we fix all the problems with the Department of Transportation.
Your legislation to address the apple maggot in Yakima County just passed the House. Explain why this bill is important.
Well, it's important not so much because of the bug, but because it's a pest that is at the center of a lot of trade negotiations, particularly with our Asian trading partners. And so we have to have a very thorough and aggressive monitoring and eradication program. It's not that difficult to control, but it does take some money to develop the record that our customers overseas will be willing to accept as a credible statement that we don't have any in commercial orchards. And this shifts money from an assessment that growers pay to inspect and process their fruit. And so we've done this before. And when there's enough of a balance and there's high pressure, as there is with the apple maggot in the Yakima Valley right now, that the industry actually will fund the control effort itself. Call or email my office anytime with questions, concerns, or comments. My office is always open to hear what you have to say.